good. Starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Looking to throw on second down. Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. That'll give him 8 that time. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Has his man, it's Shakir. Finding space at the 40. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Allen to throw once more. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's Jackson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Play action. It's Jackson. He finds him again. Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Buying time to his left. And his throw here is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
On third down, Barkley. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down.
York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From the 6. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
They in great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Bills at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got them into the end zone.
And they're going to go with a jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will tie things up at 13. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise. Because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He's got the 1st down and more. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 24 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Khalil Shakir from 8 yards out. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. To Barkley on the check down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And some space here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Again, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. Here's the thing about those rack yards. Instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
York able to send this one through, and they have regained the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Oh, and it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Browns. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gutton, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
Taken from about the 12.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first two.
And a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
So after that sequence, if we're watching both teams' defenses, didn't it feel like a revolving door? One's on, they think they're on for a while. The other has to come on, they think they're on for a while. Then they're off, here comes the other one. Just kept turning the ball over. They've got to cut that out.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Shakir holds it in. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw, it's Allen. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And that draws him level. It's 23-23.
So the fumble recovery hadn't set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Browns drive about to get started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
A first down carry for Barkley. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Inside 4 minutes to go. 3rd quarter.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll go to Barkley again. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Now receiver in motion left. Barkley is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Barkley again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Jackson's going to try the sneak. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
They'll run with Barkley, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Saquon Barkley with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Throwing again on second down. Allen. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Here's Allen. It's complete to Cook. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. That catch for his career's number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. One final try here for Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Drive about to get started. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Play action. Now Jackson. He'll get this one to Pittman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Third and 2, here's Jackson. And he'll find Pittman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's got room. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 60 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Allen. He gets this complete to Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Allen. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Allen. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
But that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Gotta have this one. Going deep for Diggs. And he's got it inside the 10. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Here we go.
Throwing, Jackson. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York.
This from Tom Dempsey range here. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Browns who are going to get possession first here in overtime as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
4 yards the pickup, first down. Throwing is Jackson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Ain't this Donnie Holmgren?
Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Eluding the pressure. And I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. And a sigh of relief on that sideline right now because that was a tricky call to go for it here in OT, but they got it.
I think it tells us about the mindset of them, though. They decided that they had to go ahead and win the game right now. Didn't want to turn the ball over, give them any other opportunities. One time, one shot, keep the ball, and they went for it and got it.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Johnny, you do that, man.
Fourth down. Here's Jackson. Steps away. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And down inside the 15 he goes.
I thought you just said you do it. Then you bring it up as you did it.
Jackson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away.
I already played with him, bro.
And try something different.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Barkley inside handoff. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 98 yards rushing for now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
I don't know about you, but I like this call.
Nigga, quit and make your average drop too.
And instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Browns, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.
So this is what I came into, huh?